David, a man after God's heart, a tale of courage, failure, and redemption. Long before he wore a crown, David was a shepherd boy in Bethlehem, forgotten even by his own father when Samuel came to anoint the next king. But while men looked at appearances, God saw the heart. In the quiet of the fields, David learned to trust God as he fought off lions and bears, sang psalms beneath the stars, and developed a deep intimacy with the Lord. When Israel trembled before Goliath, David stood tall, not in size, but in faith. "The battle is the Lord's," he declared. With a sling and a stone, he struck down the Philistine giant and reminded the nation what it meant to trust in God. David's journey to the throne, however, was not immediate. He served faithfully under Saul, even as Saul turned on him in jealousy. For years, David lived as a fugitive, hiding in caves, fleeing from spears, and resisting every chance to take the throne by force. Though anointed, he waited on God's timing. Though mistreated, he refused to raise a hand against the Lord's anointed. In all this, David honored God above ambition. At last, after Saul's death, David was crowned king. He united the tribes, brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem, and led with justice and worship. He danced before the Lord, wrote psalms that echoed with passion, repentance, and praise. Truly, he was a man after God's own heart. Yet David, like all men, was not without failure. In a moment of weakness, he saw Bathsheba, lusted, and took her. When she became pregnant, he conspired to cover it up by arranging the death of her husband, Uriah, a loyal soldier. It was a devastating fall. But when the prophet Nathan confronted him, David didn't hide behind excuses. He fell to his knees and cried, "I have sinned against the Lord." 2 Samuel 12:13. His repentance was raw and real. Psalm 51 echoes with the plea of a broken man. "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Though the consequences of his sin were severe, family strife, personal grief, and a divided kingdom, David never let go of God's mercy. He returned again and again to worship, trust, and surrender. What can today's Christians learn from David's story? 1. God sees the heart. You may be overlooked by people, but you are never unseen by God. 2. Courage is born from faith, not size. Facing giants in life requires confidence in God's power. 3. Waiting on God's timing builds character. David's patience refined him into a humble king. 4. Even godly people can fall, but true repentance leads to restoration. It's not perfection God seeks, but a heart willing to turn back to Him. 5. Worship sustains the soul. In joy and sorrow, David poured his heart into worship, teaching us to seek God in every season. David's life was marked by triumph and tragedy, but through it all, he never let go of God, and God never let go of him. Let his story remind us, our failures don't disqualify us. It's our response to them that matters.